Let's get straight to it. 2004 Ford Explorer Sports Track XLT. This is the 4.0 liter engine. So today I'll be changing the outer tire rod. So this is what your outer tire rod in this car should look like. And you can put it on either side, the driver's side or the passenger. There isn't a right or a left for this. So let's start off by putting this grease fitting in here and getting that out of the way. So this is going to be a 7mm to tighten this down. So there's a couple of wrench sizes you're going to need to get this job done. You're going to need a 21mm, and that's going to be for this nut here. And you're going to need a 22mm. That's going to be to hold the outer tire rod. So I have the vehicle in the air, and I have my jack standing in place. So now we just gotta get this tire off. Okay, let's go ahead and get this pried off here. Just take a flathead. All right. So, by the way, if you're going to be using an impact like me, then you can do it this way. But if you want to use a breaker bar, as you can see, this is spinning. So you're gonna have to get these broken off while the car is in the air, well, on the ground with weight on the tire. And then once these are broken free, you can lift it in the air and then finish getting them off that way. But since I'm using the impact, I'm just gonna go ahead. So once we get the tire off, we can see this is our tire rod here. This is our outer tire rod, and this is the inner tire rod. So to get the outer tire rod off, we have to bust this this nut right here loose by going counterclockwise with it. So this is the 21mm to get this out. If this doesn't come out by hand, then I'm gonna go grab a hammer to get this out. All right, so that came pretty easily. Now, with this, once you break it free, you don't want to go too far with it. So I'm gonna go back snug and then break it off just maybe like 1/8 of a turn, because I don't want to lose where I am on this inner tire rod. I don't want to lose my place on here. You have to get in alignment after anyways, but you want it to come back as close as possible into spec. You don't want to just guess where this thing is, because you can have all kind of problems when you try and drive this to the shop to get in alignment. So once it's free, like I said, we just leave that alone, and then we'll come down here and we have to get this cotter pin out right here, and the same 21mm wrench, we're going to take that to get this bolt off right here. So I'm going to get this cotter pin out, and then I'm going to get this bolt off. All right, so I got this cotter pin out, but before I spin this all the way off, I'm going to clean this up with this wire wheel here on my drill. If you don't have a wire wheel in the drill, you can just use a wire brush, and then I'm going to spray it down with some PB Blaster before I start cranking on this. So as you can see, it's been sprayed down and it's coming off so easy. So this is the reason why we clean these and spray them down. Now when it comes to getting these outer tire rod ends out of here, now since we're changing this, we can beat on this with no problem. But just in case you need to know how to get it out without damaging this, normally you would hit around here on the outer side of this, kind of like that. Shake everything up. And if that doesn't do it enough, try hitting on the other side and then putting the castle nut back on. Now, for these, I have so many nuts and bolts. I normally keep extra bolts around, so I'll use my extra bolts, my spare bolts to hit with these. but just so you can know, you can still use your old. And just put it on, not all the way on, but mostly on, so you're not hitting your threads. And then you can hit on the bottom of this, just like that, to get that out. Now this should thread off nice and easy with no thread damage. So that's how you get that out of there. This outer tie rod end is free to remove. So all we have to do is, remember, don't move that nut there. We want to leave that nut right in place. So we want to take this all the way off and just put our new one back on where it is. So when I'm changing the inner and outer, I like to count the threads. But since I'm only changing the outer, I'm not going to count the threads. I'm just going to put it right back flush to where that lock nut is. So let's get our new one on. So we're just going to get this all the way flush up with this nut. And of course, we're going to want this to be facing downwards, so we know where to stop with this. Okay, so it stopped right there and we're not downwards. So I know that I'm not past that nut. So I'm gonna go backwards and leave it right there. So that's most likely my stopping point. Once I get this back into this knuckle, then I'll tighten up this nut to meet this outer tie rod end. So before I lock this all the way down, I'm going to tighten up this castle nut down here first. All right, now throw a cotter pin through here. All right, guys, cotter pin is in. Let's go ahead and bring that all the way back. So this is a 22 millimeter I'm using. So of course it's gonna shift first, but once it stops right there, then I can go ahead and tighten that like that. And that's pretty much it. All right, guys, so as you can see, the inner tie rod, the boot, the outer tie rod, everything is good now. Everything is back in alignment, the best as we can get it. So that's pretty much it for this job and this side.